dass wir heute Nacht, dass wir heute Nacht eine Entscheidung getroffen haben, die Jenny aus dem Team zu nehmen. Da werde ich nachher nochmal drauf eingehen, weil ich finde, jetzt ist erstmal wichtig, wir stehen gerade an einem Punkt, der sehr, sehr spannend ist. Wir haben in den letzten Wochen extrem hart im Hintergrund gearbeitet. Ich bin da extrem dankbar, ja, für alles, was kommt. Vielleicht habt ihr schon gemerkt, die eine oder andere Sache passiert gerade ein bisschen schneller. Das heißt, ihr habt schon gehört, Gomez darf jetzt neue Educator werden. Ich darf tatsächlich jetzt noch was Schönes verkünden für euch vorne raus, denn schreibt mal eine Eins in den Chat, wenn ihr aktuell das Tool v.2 nutzt. Schreibt mal eine Eins in den Chat, wenn ihr das aktuell nutzt. Sehr geil. Schreibt mal eine 2 in den Chat, wenn ihr aktuell Profits damit macht. Auch sehr cool. Ich glaube tatsächlich, dass dieses Tool ja ein kompletter Switch sein kann, weil wir damit unglaubliche Profite machen können. Und ich habe tatsächlich gestern vor einer Woche einen Anruf bekommen. Hey Simon, ich liebe dieses Tool, wir brauchen das in der Akashx. Na, wie schnell können wir das haben? So, das Thema ist, dann war die Frage, hey, wie kriegen wir das hin eigentlich, weil Flo hat das Ganze kreiert, ja, wie wir das Ganze auch vergüten können. Und dann hieß es ja, die beste Möglichkeit wäre doch, wenn Flo auch noch Educator dazu wird. Was würdet ihr dazu sagen, wenn wir eigentlich dann in den nächsten ein, zwei Wochen hoffentlich, dass es fertig ist, nicht nur wie offiziell in Akashx haben, sondern gleichzeitig auch noch Flo als Educator, der jede Woche Sessions dazu gibt? Ich dachte nur, ey, das ist wirklich perfekt. Das heißt, es passiert gerade sehr, sehr viel. Und zusätzlich war jetzt am Wochenende ja, die Convention in Fort Lauderdale und da wurde ganz, ganz viel angekündigt und ich durfte schon gewisse Insights bekommen. Es ist komplett crazy, was auf die Beine gestellt wurde. Gefühlt das, wonach wir die ganze Zeit immer wieder fragen. Ja, und wenn das alles sitzt, müssen wir uns eigentlich nur darum kümmern, dass die Performance dementsprechend besser wird. Ja, und hier. Wir haben es nicht irgendwie geschafft. Ich glaube, du kannst auf Dolmetschen gehen. Ich weiß aber nicht, ob das so gut funktioniert. Ich werde trotzdem nachher den Call einmal versuchen, auf Deutsch zusammenzufassen, für alle, die in Englisch nicht so gut sind. Und dann werde ich jetzt einmal switchen in Englisch, weil wir haben unsere beiden Uplines hier mit auf diesem Call. Ich freue mich riesig. So I would switch to English now. So Matty is the first one who will be speaking today. So I'm really grateful that he is here, that Joey is here, that they can give us the power message, but also all the updates from the Fort Lauderdale event because it's crazy when I saw these stories, when I saw everything in the 100K chat, what Josh has done in a short period of time. It's so crazy to see this and so Matty is today here for us to give us all the news, all the updates, what happened in Fort Lauderdale, and maybe a power message. So Matthew, I'm really grateful that you are here today. So I think you can mute yourself and you can talk.
Yes, I'm here, bro. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
So, guys, half of my face is a little bit numb. I just got a new crown put on my tooth. So, um, might sound a little bit weird, but I'm so glad to be here, guys. We just had an incredible event in Fort Lauderdale. We have so much to unpack today and just go over with you guys. And I'm very excited to talk about all the different announcements, all the exciting enhancements that Josh has done, over the last, 4 or 5 weeks. But one thing I want to kick this call off with, guys, is I know a lot of you you're very new and you're within the last probably 6 to 8 months of being a part of this company. And what I want you guys to realize is everything that we're doing with the Akashx is a sign of where we're going and what the overall mission truly is. Because when I came to Akashx 2.5 years ago, um, Akashx was nothing like it is today. When I came to MDC, when I came to My Daily Choice, they didn't even have trading. Their number one focus was HempWorks. They focused on the product side of things, and their overall mission was going to be the marketplace, to be the Amazon of the network marketing industry. And when I came and I sat with Josh 2.5 years ago, I told him what type of impact we could make in the trading space. I let him know, like, hey, if we do this right, if we come up with a really good product and we really keep the customer first, and we always keep the customer first. We will be the #1 trading platform in the industry. And we sat out on that mission, guys, 2.5 years ago. And when I came in, we had to do a lot. They only had one educator at the time. It was a very, very basic back office. And Josh told me that he would create an app. He told me that he would create a brand new back office. He told me that he would create scanners. He'd put an academy together. And he was able to do all of that within a couple weeks when I launched. And when he performed at that level for me, when I first came in, that brought my belief level to where it is today. And I say that to say this: what you guys are witnessing right now from what you're used to with Akashx and what he's been able to do over the last 4 weeks now, and what you guys are going to see with the version 2 of Akashx going forward, I want you guys to realize that when Josh says that he's going to do something, he really does it. This is not a company that will tell you about things that are coming and they never come. There's a lot of companies that try to execute what we just executed. There's one company in particular that over the last 12 months has tried to create what we just created. Josh set out on a mission 4 weeks ago to completely dominate the trading space. He told me 4 weeks ago, he said, Matt, I'm done messing around. I'm done with the talking. I'm done with all of the rumors. He addressed all of the rumors on stage, guys. He talked about the divorce. He said, yes, I did get a divorce. He said his divorce hit stop loss. I thought that was pretty funny. He said it was margin called on his divorce. But guys, the whole point is that he wants everybody to know that we're moving forward, that he's not wavered one bit. His main focus is taking this company to the top. He also talked about the rumors of people saying that we're going to merge with other companies. We're not going anywhere. People merge into us. We don't merge into them. That is never going to happen. So he started the weekend, guys, with that statement. And that meant a lot to me because what that showed is his true character. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to address the elephants in the room in front of hundreds of people, especially hundreds of people that build his company, that bring the volume into his company. And there's certain things that he could have said or he could have addressed that could have pushed us in different directions. But instead, it showed to me how much he loves us and how much he loves this company. And I want you guys to know, and I want you to realize that that should give you enough of a backbone to know that you can stand behind this company and you can plant your flag and you can really believe in what we're doing, because we're not going anywhere. We will never merge with another company, guys. And we will be the #1 trading platform, #1 company in this space over the next 6 months. We have a lot of announcements to go over. I know Joey did a really, really good PowerPoint, guys, to break down each and individual new thing that's coming out. But what we did with the Akashx, guys, with version 2, again, is something that other companies have been trying to do for so long. And Josh got it all done within a matter of 4 weeks. The mountains that he's moved, the developers that have been working in overtime, and there's some things working in the background as well that I know Simon and some of these leaders are aware of that I'm very, very excited about, guys. The overall customer experience is going to be a lot better. When it comes to the live sessions, when it comes to the academy, when it comes to the education, when it comes to scanners, we're going to be doubling down on the scanners. We're going to be doubling down on the just overall customer experience. The whole point of this new Akashx, guys, is to just make it so people, when they come in as a customer, without a shadow of a doubt, make sure that they're getting value on the educational side, on the tools side, and also just on the opportunity side. As we know, the comp plan changed a little over, I think it's been about a month and a half now, 2 months since we changed the comp plan. As you guys know, he added more money into the rank maintenance for the diamond levels and the lower levels. Just know, guys, that we're still in the future looking at ways to even add more money into the comp plan. Um, we're never just going to be stagnant. We're always going to continue to try to increase and become better. Um, but overall, I'm going to let Joey kind of show what he's worked on, guys. I'm very, very excited about where we're going in the direction of this company. I made a statement from stage at the very end of the event, and I want to tell you guys this as well. I have a personal goal that I want to create 10. Well, me and Joey want to create 10 Crown ambassadors by December 31st of 2025. This company used to have a rank called Master Affiliate. It's 10 million volume. Right now, we're anywhere from 1 to 2 million volume every single month. I believe with you guys, if we really lock arms and we go hit this thing as hard as we possibly can over the next 6 months, I believe that we can raise the lid of this company. I believe that we can make big noise in the industry, guys. I want to hit legend inside of this company to make a noise of who we are. The rank, yes, we want to hit it, but we want you guys to be the ones that are the ones that help us get there. Because I know that if that pops in this company, guys, everybody will know who we are. And I want to help 10 people hit a seven-figure income by the end of this year. And that goal, guys, can fit every single one of your guys' goals in that. So we made a statement at the event. That's our goal, guys. Joey's going to kind of walk through all of the different things that have changed, how you guys can plug into the different events. I'm going to stay on as well because I know you guys might have some questions after we go through that. And if there's anything else that we got to touch on at the very end, we'll open it up for Q&A. But Joey, man, yeah, as you guys know, Joey's a freaking one of the best. It's a privilege to be working with this guy. And, he literally got home last night at like probably 3 a.m. And ever since this morning, the dude has been on every call, working his butt off. I asked him if he could be on this call. He's already doing it. And we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And Joey, bro, the floor is yours, man. Take it over.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate it so much. Guten Tag. What's going on? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Let's go, man. I love this shirt. Y'all are my family. But incredible weekend with the team, with Josh Swagel and everything that's happening. We are at a great place, and it's so cool to see Josh just dialed in, rolling out as much value as he can, because again, he just wants to bring that good customer experience for everybody when they get started. In all aspects, whether you just want to be a physical product user, maybe you just want to be a trader, right? Maybe you want to be a network marketer. We have something here for everybody. And, for me, I've been in this industry, for those of you who don't know, for 13 years. I was in a company called World Ventures for 6 years, and I became a six-figure earner. And it was the first time in my life that I ever had success doing anything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this industry because I can learn and I can earn and be surrounded by great people that want to chase greatness. And then I pivoted because of COVID and everything, travel plummeted. I pivoted to a trading company. My previous trading company was IM, and I was with that company for 7 years, became a seven-figure earner, right? Me and Matt took what we learned in our first company and applied it with even more influence and hit 7 figures, and it was incredible. And then Matt came over here a little bit earlier, like a year earlier than me, maybe even a year and a half, and he's been pioneering Akashx behind the scenes with Josh. And there was just a point in my life where I was just like, dude, I miss running with Matt, and the stars just aligned for me to take an open look. And basically, what they have going on here with Akashx and My Daily Choice, they just put the ball on the tee, and I came in and I had to smack it off. That's all I had to do. I'm like, you're telling me everybody that gets started gets a 10K prop firm challenge, gets to hit approve on tap to trades. We have an amazing compensation plan. We have incentive trips. We have everything lined up. I'm like, bro, we're gonna hit the top rank in the company. And then in 6 months, we ended up hitting the top rank of the company. Now we have to hit legend in the new comp plan. There's another rank, but that's okay. We got a new mission. But it's been an amazing ride. And, I love the feeling of the energy of this company, just drama free, a great place to build. I can rest easy at night knowing that Josh is behind the scenes with the developers and the technology team and the corporate staff, doing everything that they can do to make sure this is a great company. And so for me, 13 years in this industry, I'm not a guy that wants to hop around all the time. I just want to be a part of greatness. I want to, and here I am. I feel like I chose the right company. And anyone that comes here, I'm like, you made a good business decision because it is such quality people here with quality products and services. And I'll share some of these few updates with you guys, and then we'll get this ball rolling. So first and foremost, you might have seen some of this stuff, obviously, in the Telegram chats. Let me share my sound just in case this video decides to play here. Boom. Okay, so I'll play this video real quick. Allow. So again, guys, this isn't a rebrand. This is a refresher. Health, wealth, lifestyle, and marketplace. Again, Josh wanted to make it just very simple for the average daily user to be able to get started and have access to everything, right? And so we have, an updated website you'll see on here. The homepage is different. Josh was sitting down showing me all this stuff at the event, and he was super excited about how clean everything is turning out to be, but not just how clean it is, but also how simple it all is to use, right? You got health here, HempWorks, Trim, daily sprays. You got wealth, which is Akashx. You got lifestyle, and then you got marketplace. And, obviously our main focus is going to be for me and for a lot of people, it's Akashx, right? But how cool would it be to have 1,000 customers on auto ship for some of the other products and services? And so it's cool. We can use everything, and we can run incentives, a monthly product and push a product for, one of the months, and really highlight products to bring in more volume for you and your organization, and then getting customers to try new products and stuff like that. The next thing is, so that's the refresher there. Again, health, wealth, lifestyle, marketplace is the 4 pillars.
Well,
Okay, and then obviously
we
you guys
did
probably see this. What's that?
we did change though, guys. We are changing the name of the company from My Daily Choice to Mission Driven Company. So we're gonna have a completely different feel behind the entire My Daily Choice company. So it's gonna be a mission driven company. There's gonna be the 3 C's. I think you showed it, Joey, on the website, because Josh really
Oh,
wants to
really?
be he wants to be very, very conscious um on simplifying the idea of My Daily Choice. So the idea behind the health is picking 3 main core products, which is the daily sprays, which is what they began with. HempWorks that brought in, over $400 million in revenue. And then Trim, which is a healthy, energy drink that cleans out your gut, helps you lose a lot of your water weight. But yeah, the 3 C's of MDC is choices, community, and commitment. So he wants to kind of change the idea behind My Daily Choice. It's not going to be My Daily Choice anymore. It's going to be mission driven company.
Okay, that's news to me. I didn't even hear Josh mention that, but that's I've been trusting what he's been doing so far, and it's been working. And then the promo that we're running, obviously, if you get started for $180 membership, you get a 10K challenge that's past the phase 1. People that get the annual subscription, right, the 1,500, $14.99, they get a 100K challenge past phase 1 from July 12th all the way to July 16th. Okay. Secrets in Tulum. If you can make it to Tulum, that's August 7th through 11th, all inclusive. Okay. You can check your runway tracker to see how much you're qualified for, because you can use that money towards that trip. I'm going to be there in 3 weeks. I know, for some of you, maybe you're newer, maybe you haven't qualified for anything yet. And I know on here it says deadline July 13th. I think we can push that back a little bit. But I know there's a handful of us going to Tulum. It's a beautiful resort. I'm actually really excited about it. Sometimes companies throw an incentive trip and you get to the resort and you're like, this isn't the type of resort that I was thinking. The food wasn't that great or the resort's not that nice. This is one of the highest rated resorts in all of Tulum. So I'm really excited about that one. And then obviously you guys know all roads lead to Rome, which is going to be big time. I've been there once. That's a picture I took there with Britt, and I'm excited to come back. But that's going to be way bigger than the event we had in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm really excited to watch all you guys walk the stage. And we're going to be masterminding, doing recognition, networking. You're going to learn marketing and branding. You're going to see the new updates that are happening, and then just all of us coming together for a big old party. It's going to be incredible. So I'm excited to see all you guys there as well. And I'll just tell you, you guys know how important events are, I'm sure, but there was it wasn't the biggest event that we've ever had in the US, but the people there were incredible. And I had at least 100 people come up to me and say, dude, the decision is made. Now I see why you guys are so excited and I'm going all in. And I'm like, that's what these events are for. You go to Rome. If you've never been to an event before, you're going to walk out of there on absolute fire to go take this thing to the top. Okay, so that's going to be incredible as well. What do we have next after that? The last thing I wanted
real
to
quick,
touch. Yep, go ahead.
real quick, just so you guys know, Rome is an actual convention. They're going to be giving out the awards, the plaques, the rings. So if you've made 6 figures, if you've made 7 figures, like there's going to be awards, recognition for all of that. This is like a full-blown convention. It's the end of the year, so if you are on that side of the world, everybody needs to go to that event so they can get recognized, take home their awards, and get recognized for all their ranks and things like that.
It's going to be big time. And then the next thing, MDC travel. I don't want to touch too much on it because not all the details are there, but I did talk to Josh Swagel this morning. He said definitely mention it. He's been searching for a better opportunity when it comes to travel where he can give us more volume and it can be we can have a better reason to actually push it. So MDC travel with Akashx, there's going to be a package coming where it's $199 one time and $199 a month, and it's going to count as 150 volume. Okay, so you're only paying a little bit more, but getting a lot more volume with it. And for me as a builder, I love that idea because I already love to travel. I love to brand myself as a traveler, but I know how important trading is for people too. But $200 a month and you get 150 volume. But after 6 months, once you've been in for 6 months, your customers, yourself, once you've been in for 6 full months, you get a free trip from the company. It's either going to be a cruise or a destination resort. So this is going to be huge because it's going to keep people to want to pay their subscription because they're not going to want to give up that free trip. And so we'll be able to also build from trip to trip too. We'll be able to do big cruise ship takeovers, resort takeovers, everybody get trade and travel. Imagine this, if you already have an organization right now and everybody upgrades and gets the travel, they're going to get the trip in 6 months, yes, but we're going to be able to grow our business overnight by like 30% plus. It's incredible. So the value there is awesome. And stay tuned for more details on that because after talking to Josh this weekend, I mean, I think the monthly on the new MDC travel is going to be around $70 a month, but you're going to get 50 volume for it. Okay. $70 a month, 50 volume. If you know anything about compensation plans, that is a hefty amount of volume you get for that monthly fee. Or again, if you want to do trade and travel, it's going to be $199 a month and it's going to be 150 volume. So to me, that's a no-brainer. It's a great way to boost your volume like crazy and have a whole nother thing to push as well. So you guys should be excited about that because I know I am. Dream trips, it was tough. I was on calls with Mark trying to figure out how can we squeeze the margins a little bit to give more volume because it almost didn't make sense to push. But take that with a grain of salt. Josh is still working on it on the back end, but he's really excited about everything that's being built there. So With that being said, guys, type 777 in the chat if you plan on coming to Rome, Italy convention. I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys. And then I actually wanted Noah to hop up here real quick because I know he has a different perspective, being a little bit newer in the industry compared to me and Thayer. But he came over with me when we launched with this company. He was a keynote speaker this weekend in Fort Lauderdale, and I just want him to kind of share some vision. But he was also at MDC headquarters about a week and a half ago and getting a lot of the nitty gritty details of what's going on the back end. So some of you know him, some of you love him. I just wanted him to hop on here and just share a few words, and we'll go from there. So type some fire emojis in the chat for Noah Ortiz.
Okay, what is going on, German family? I just want to start off by saying this. When I was in my first year and a half in network marketing, I was also in IM with Joey, and it was nothing like my daily choice in terms of the sense of community I have here. But what I do remember about those events when there was 5,000, 8,000 people in those arenas is you guys were louder than every other country inside of the building. And so what I know about that is I want to have an excuse to come out to Germany because I've never even freaking been there yet. So I want to come out there and hang out with you guys. I know you guys like to have a lot of fun, as do I. And I'm blessed to be partnered with you guys. It's been a really cool journey for me. I've been in the industry for about 2 years now, a little over that. And my first year and a half was wild, man. I had some success, but it was nothing like I've been able to see here. And so what I wanted to kind of share with you guys, especially for those of you that are maybe a little bit earlier on in the journey and you're trying to figure things out, and maybe you feel like sometimes there's a little bit of uncertainty inside of your situation and you don't have all the answers and the back office changes are coming and Akashx v.2 is rolling out and you got all these refreshes happening and all these promos. It can be overwhelming, right? And now here's a saying that I want to share with you guys that I adopted really early on because my journey in network marketing has been crazy since I got started and I've never had any amount of certainty. But Warren Buffett, the #1 investor here in America over the course of the last 5, 10 decades, says something that I want to share with you guys. And that is to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. And right now it is time to be greedy because although there is things that are still being ironed out and perfected in terms of all these details inside of our company, I know for a fact after going to the headquarters, sitting down with Josh, sitting down with Matt, sitting down with Ali, sitting down with a lot of the corporate staff and ironing out these details, that what is coming is a lot bigger than what's already happened. It was like we all got started inside of this Akashx community, you know, in between half a year and a year ago at this point in time. And we all saw rapid success and we've all created a lot of success stories. And now we're at this point where there's been a little bit of a pullback in some people's businesses, right? I'm in the same boat. But here's what I do know. Everything happens for a reason, and there's seasons inside of entrepreneurship and inside of business where it is cyclical, meaning you go up and down. It's not a straight uphill climb, and anyone who told you it is lying straight to your face. But what I do know is with this trade and travel thing, I'm more excited than I've been since I got started. I just texted Josh that this morning, and the reason being is very simple. When we were trying to get people to buy into a community, to buy into the idea of being really close, whether you guys are in Germany and we're in America, whether you guys are out in Sweden and we're in America, whether you guys are somewhere else in Europe, all I know is this is going to change everything because now we are in full control of the retreats, of the leadership events, of all these things we want to plan to get people inside of the lifestyle and inside of the travel side. And then like Joey mentioned, I know for a fact, I don't know about you guys, but when I was in my previous company, they had a travel booking engine that was similar. And after a year, you got a free cruise. Here it's only 6 months and you can choose between a cruise and or a trip. Now, the best part about it is, like Joey was saying, you have a reason to push now. That if you looked at the proportions in terms of what it is that you're selling inside of the MDC community, whether it's physical product, whether it's Akashx, whether it's Dream Trips, when we release this new travel info, I know after listening to the conversations that there is no other product in the company that has a higher rate of pay to an affiliate, aka all of us, for pushing it than this travel. The profit margins are fantastic, and that's what allows us to be able to provide 50 volume for every single person. So here's something that I wanted to do with you guys, because last month, I know for a fact my business would have exploded had this been a part of it, and I did the math. And I know that I would have literally ranked up and hit another rank if I had everyone inside of my platform, inside of my community on this trade and travel platform. Now, here's what I want you guys to do. Take whatever volume you were at last month and add 33%. because that's what you can count on if every single person inside of this community upgrades to trade and travel, because you are now going from 100 volume per person to 150. Now, here's the best part. For us here in America, at least, it's 179 US dollars to get started after the activation fee. It's going to only be $20 more for someone to be able to tag on the travel. They get a free cruise or trip after 6 months. That helps with retention. So all of us will have way more people staying inside of the platform and not quitting after 1 month, because they have that to look forward to. But most importantly, to all of you guys who are like me and who are salespeople and who are network marketing professionals, you're getting 50 extra volume for $20 more. No one is even going to think twice about choosing that over just trading. And so I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited for that. Number one, because it gives us more control over the leadership and over the events that we want to plan, to be able to come out to Europe, to be able to have fun. And number two, because it gives us incentive to actually push it. So be alert for those things. It's not perfected yet. It's going to take a week or two to roll that out from what I know. But I wanted to share my experience with that, and me sitting down and listening to Josh on the phone make these calls so that we can be in a better spot for every single person. And I do want to clear this up for those of you that may be wondering. For the incentive trips and for the travel booking engine, it is international. So for those of you guys in Europe, you will be able to use that to your benefit as well. It's not just the American booking spots, but that's really all I wanted to do, is share a little bit of that. The event was amazing. I know you guys do it a little bit different in Europe. When I went to my first couple events, I felt like I was literally at a Champions League soccer game, because there's flares going off and everybody's waving flags. And I want to get back to that, man. And it starts with you guys. I'm blessed to be partnered with you, and I'm ready to take this thing to the top. So I'll pass it back to these guys.
All righty.
Yo,
Another
we
thing.
got a
Go ahead,
special guest on the call. We got
Okay.
we got Mr. Zwags himself, the man, the myth, the legend, on the call. He randomly had some time, guys. I messaged him. I let him know that there's over 300 plus people from Germany that are excited to hear about the updates that we had over Fort Lauderdale. Josh, if you're there, man, we've talked a little bit, about you hitting stop loss that you addressed on stage. It's all good. Everybody laughed. We talked about how we are not merging with any other company, that this is the company that's going to be having other companies merging into us, and how we're standing on business, and all the talk, all the drama is not us. And we just talked about the 4 weeks of nonstop work that the IT developers put in to make Akashx possible, the entire journey of what Akashx looked like. And these guys are excited, Josh. And if you want to just kind of run through maybe the back office, or kind of say whatever you want to say, but if you're there, the floor is yours.
Sounds good. Well, first off, it's a pleasure to be here, and hello to all of my beautiful friends in Europe and Germany. And you guys are doing amazing things over there. And just to second what Maddie and Noah said, the event was incredible. And look at all these ones coming in. The event was incredible. I had a great time at the event. It was a packed house. The energy was lit. People were extremely excited about the v.2 Akashx platform. And the way that I look at it right now in the trading space is, every company out there in the trading space, we all have a comp plan, we all have a business, we all have different things about our business that make us either better, worse, different. But the one thing that I think is super important in the trading space is having a quality product. Because the way I look at it is, whoever builds the best product is going to win, because at the end of the day, a customer isn't going to stay around for just a compensation plan. A customer isn't going to stay around if they're not getting results with the product. So over the last, 3-4 years in Akashx, it's been like a revolution of, how do we make Akashx better? How do we improve the app? How do we improve the desktop version? How do we make things more robust? How do we improve the academy? And that's what led us to, creating Tap to Trade. That's what led us to a lot of the enhancements that we've made over the last couple of years. And really, I was about a month and a half ago or so, I was inspired you know, talking to the leadership, seeing what the other companies were doing. And I kind of went on a mission of like, I want to build something that's next level. I want to build something that doesn't just, you know, where we can just stand up against the other companies, but like, how do we build something that is so much better where you look at Akashx and you look at these other deals and there's no question at all. There's no comparison at all when it comes to the product. Because I'll tell you this, if we can be the best when it comes to the product, I already know the opportunity side is going to take care of itself. Because when you have a winning product, everything falls into place. And, you know, it reminds me of like in 2017 when we launched our Hempworks brand, you know, we went on to do over 400 million in sales with one brand. And the reason why we did that wasn't because of our comp plan, it wasn't because of our system, it wasn't because of our tools, it wasn't because of the name of the company, it wasn't because of any of that. It was because we had a really good product, a great story at a great price, and that's what fueled the rest of the opportunity. And we had people that had like no experience in network marketing that were making seven figures in the comp plan. They had never done network marketing before, but all they did was share the product with customers and share it with, you know, business builders that were looking to go build a customer base. And I kind of feel like we've, you know, essentially accomplished that with the new Akashx platform as well. So it literally just went live like 15 minutes ago. And I'll show it to you guys on screen share if you haven't seen it yet. This thing is like, it really is next level. And when I say we went on a sprint, we went on a legit coding sprint. 10 of the best developers that I could find working 60 hours a week for the last 4 weeks. So 10 guys, 60 hours a week, each of them. So 600 hours of dev time per week over 4 weeks to basically take us to what we had in Akashx before to what we have now. And there's no comparison at all. So this is the new platform. It's live right now. So when you go to akashx.com, you click on login. This is the new platform that you're going to see. And this is the new homepage here.
Hold on, Josh. Guys, are you excited? Drop some 777s in the chat. I don't know if you guys just heard what Josh just said, but he hired 10 of the most expensive developers to create this thing in a matter of 4 weeks. This is next level. Thank you so much, Josh.
Yeah, thanks, Maddie. Yeah, I mean, look, you know, we built this for you guys. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we want to make sure that you guys have the best product out there. And so this is the new homepage. When somebody clicks on Learn About Akashx, it takes them right into this new World of Trading course that was made by, I think, you know, Ali's in here, Rich is in here, a handful of educators are in here. And we're still, just so you guys are aware, we're still populating the academy with all of the courses that are going to be there. So there's still a bunch that needs to be uploaded, but we started out by just adding this World of Trading course. But if you check out the way that this looks now, it'll show you your progress in the course. You can click on Start Now, and these videos pop up right here where you can see the title and the description of that video, and you can click right through them like this, and it'll track your progress. It'll show you when you're completed. And I think that alone is a huge development to the academy. And so we'll add our forex courses, our crypto courses, indices, you know, and we'll this whole module will get built out with content. The other thing that we're doing is the old academy videos that were in all the different languages are also being added into the academy as well. It'll probably be sometime this week where all of those get you know, uploaded too. But this is the new academy, guys. You can favorite different, you know, different courses. The filtering here is amazing. And like I said, over the next week or so, you're going to see a ton of content get uploaded here. So just imagine like you onboard a new customer. Before there was no logic at all for how you take a new customer through the journey of learning. And now there's logic to this. Like there's general courses, there's beginner courses, there's Forex. It's separated by assets. You know, like most of the academies I've seen out there can't compete at all with this kind of layout, the look and feel, the user interface, the user experience. It's in my opinion set up so nicely for a successful academy. Then one of the things we ran into in the old system was it was kind of hard to go to live sessions and view all of the different sessions that were happening at the same time. And so we changed the live session module to be very clean, where you can basically look at it two different ways. One way you can look at it is basically by the day, which is this one right here, this little time, this little, clock. But you can also click on this filter here, which will show you by educator as well. So you can filter by educator, or you can filter by time. You can also go by live, or you can look at recorded sessions as well. So if you want to, like, after an educator has a live session, they upload their recording. You can click on recorded and see all of the different recordings. And this little pop-up right here shows you the next upcoming session. This makes, in my opinion, this makes it where this is a real live session system now, where you can see all the educators, all the days, all the languages, live versus recorded, see the next upcoming session. So as Akashx grows and adds educators or expands into different countries, languages, it's all set up here and looks, I think it looks beautiful, and it's super easy to use. Then under crypto trading here, this is where you can enable, the Zeus platform. And then you can also view all of the tutorials here as well. So if you want to learn about the Krypton trading with Zeus and the different strategies, you can watch all of the crypto trading stuff here. Then one of the things that I didn't like in the old system with the scanners is they had a lot of white space. There were like white boxes everywhere on the scanners. And a lot of the traders, wanted everything to be full screen, didn't want all of the like gaps in the scanners. And so we reformatted some of the scanners that we had in the old system, and they look way cleaner here. You can see here they're full screen. They're black to match the theme of Akashx. The signals are here on the right panel that you can click through. You can click the different time frames here. You can click the strength if you want to see just like 3-star signals. And I've been going through some of these scanners, and they're actually quite accurate. Like if you look at where it tells you to buy, and you look at where it tells you to sell, they are quite accurate. For example, if you took this buy here on the Go scanner, you would be in profit. It never went below, this signal here. So if you just play around with some of these scanners, they're really good. But one of the things we've also been talking about and looking at is adding additional scanners here. So you're going to probably see some new scanners that we've been working on that we're really excited about as well. So guys, between the live sessions, the academy, the new scanners, it's incredible. And then the I guess the one thing that I really love is the new trade section. The new trade section has the chart integrated, and you can now select your favorite educator. A lot of newer customers that were coming into Akashx were kind of overwhelmed at like the rapid fire of like tap to trades. And so we made the new system where you pick an educator. So you pick your favorite educator, whether that's, Ivan, Joel, Arabella, whoever you're learning from, following, and you can tell your customers, like, just pick your favorite educator. And once you do that, you'll be able to follow just their tap to trades. If you ever want to switch your educator, you can do that. Here on the left-hand side is where you can see a list of all of the educators that you can heart if you want to pick one. And instead of seeing that complicated results chart that we had before, you can see their total profit, total won trades, total loss trades. And when that educator calls a tap to trade, it appears just like this, and you can change the risk, the lot, and click approve. And you can also filter from tap to trades to trade alerts as well. So you can change your educator, like I said, and If they're available for tap to trade, you'll see the tap to trades. If they're not, you'll see just their trade alerts. And you can see here like the status of all those various trades. The right-hand side here will show you a list of their copy and paste trade alerts with their notes. So guys, to me, this is like a real trading platform now. This section, the live sessions, the academy, all of the scanners. And then one of the things that I had been talking about with the leaders is how can people in Akashx manage their Akashx business without getting distracted and lost, having to go back and forth from MDC to Akashx. And MDC's got a lot of really killer stuff going on right now with the new marketplace, the new travel that's coming. But for some people that are focused just on Akashx, they may not understand the crossover between the MDC site and the Akashx site. So what we did is we created this My Account page. So under My Account, you can see now there's account settings, order history, my wallets, subscriptions, my team, reports, earnings, and so on. So for example, if I click on My Team, it redirects me now into the back office that's Akashx branded. So now I don't even have to leave. I don't even have to leave the Akashx site if I don't want to. I don't have to go to MDC. I can go to MDC if I want, but I can stay right here. I've got my earnings right here. I got my payout options right here. I got my fast start bonus tracker right here. I've got my order history, my credit wallet, my gift wallet. I can manage my subscription here in Akashx. I can view my tree. I can see the whole binary tree here. I can see the whole enrollment tree. You know, all of this has been ported over into the Akashx system. I can place people from the holding tank. I've got my full contact management here, my replicated websites here, and then all of the same reports are here too. My rank snapshot, my 3 and free report, my new rank up report, like everything that's in the MDC back office has been converted over to the Akashx back office. And so I think that's a pretty big development too for the leaders that are just focused on building Akashx. And then we also changed the front end of Akashx too. So the front end website that you use to, you know, introduce new prospects, new customers, new affiliates to the business has been updated with all brand new screenshots of the new platform. So nothing on here is now outdated at all. It's got the new academy. It shows what the scanners look like. It's got testimonies from different customers. It's got, you know, information about the app. And then you can click on get started and it'll pop open the different options. One thing I'll say is we are pushing the app live still. We, in the midst of doing a new Akashx back office, a new back office for managing your account, the v.2 platform, we also updated the app to match all of this. But it's in test flight right now being pushed live, and the stores take like, you know, 2, 3, 4 days before they publish it into the app store. So we're expecting sometime Friday, probably Monday at the latest, the new Akashx app will go live that reflects everything that you guys just saw in the new v.2 platform. So I'm really excited about it, guys. I think this is a huge development for Akashx, and I know that other companies are trying to do something like this and have been trying to do something like it for years. They've hired all these experts to come in, all these designers, all these developers. There's companies that have been trying to do this now for a couple of years, and they're still stuck trying to fix their academy. They still don't have a tap to trade system. They still don't have good, you know, user interface, good user experience. And we just did it in 3 weeks. So, you know, to everybody that has been hating and to everybody that's been, you know, talking out there, like, good luck trying to replicate this system. Like, I challenge all competitors, try to replicate this in 3, 4 weeks. They've had years to do it, and that none of them have, you know? So like, I feel like we have a huge edge and a huge advantage right now. And then the other thing we have going for us that a lot of the other players don't have right now is we have the other side of the MDC business that can give you a lot of angles so you're not one dimensional and just promoting trading, because trading, as we know, is a very volatile industry. It's high risk, and one of the huge benefits of MDC is you've got travel, you've got physical products, you've got all these other, it's like you got all these arrows that you can just like throw all these arrows. And if you're only throwing the Akashx arrow, that's fine. You can build that way. But if you're throwing all of the arrows out there, I feel like you have more of a weapon in your arsenal, because you can get somebody in for Akashx, and maybe that's your hook, because a lot of people want to get in for trading. And so maybe they buy a $14.99 annual membership. And maybe in the old model, when you brought somebody in for $14.99, you never talk to them again, because you're like, I already got them in for an annual. What else is there to do? Like, they're just going to plug into the calls. But think about it this way. What if you got somebody in for an annual membership, but then that person gets on a subscription of Brand Bucks, accesses the whole marketplace, or they get on like the new travel platform that we're launching in a week or two from now. And now you've got more volume from your whole organization. So to what Noah was saying, like, if you already have an existing base of leaders and customers in your team, imagine you had 1,000 people and you were getting an extra 50 to 100 points off of every single person by leveraging the rest of the stuff that's in MDC. Your volume would skyrocket, your rank would skyrocket, you'd be earning more income in the plan. And I kind of feel like what we're doing is it's just going to continue to get better. And like what you see right now in Akashx, just so you're aware, is the worst it'll ever look. That's my mentality, is it's the worst it'll ever look, because why would I be comfortable with where it's at right now? Like, the other guys are trying to get to where we just arrived. I'm trying to say, okay, this is what we launched, and I think it looks badass, but where can we take it from here? Like, how many great scanners can we add? Can we add better educators? Can we improve tap to trade? Can we get more content in the academy? Can we maybe combo a better travel system in that gives the leaders more volume? And so, like, those are all the things we're planning and developing. And I just feel like you guys are at the right place right now with having a deal that's digital and physical, has a daily pay, it has a weekly pay. We're giving out challenges. Like, it's just like a perfect storm, guys. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. I can't wait to, obviously do our Rome convention out there in Europe. Hopefully get to see some of you guys out there. And I just want you guys to enjoy this new system. Give us feedback. We love feedback, and we want to make it better, and we want to improve upon it. And it just went live like, 30 minutes ago or so. And so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions. But just bear with us, guys. Give us a little time to populate everything, and you guys will love this new platform. So thank you guys so much for having me, and a big shout out to, Simon and his top leaders. Like, you guys have a massive amount of people, on this call, a great team out there, and there's nothing like this in the German market. The other handful of trading companies, what do they have? Broken products, a comp plan, a bunch of hype. Like, you have a real product, you got a comp plan, you've got amazing leaders here with Maddie, Joey, Ali, like all these guys are here to help you guys blow your business up. So again, very happy to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me, and looking forward to crushing it with this new Akashx product.
Let's go. Give it up for Josh one more time, guys. Man, I love you, bro. Thank you so much for all that you do. It's incredible. It's incredible the amount of work, guys, that he puts into just this brand. Like, he is the owner of My Daily Choice. And, at the end of the day, Akashx really is just one product inside of the company. And the fact that he's willing to every single day not only just pour his resources, but his developers and his time on this brand is truly a privilege, guys. And he does that for us to have a great trading product. And I truly believe right now, without a shadow of a doubt, that someone that genuinely wants to learn how to trade now can come to our platform and have a viable product to feel proud of, to really get what they need out of it to be successful. It's not just tap to trade anymore. It's not just the ability to get a $10,000 prop firm challenge account to get started and start trading. It's not just that anymore. We had a great time with momentum. You know, we had a great 10, 11, 12 months of really that being our main product. And it was great. But we do know now, and we have found out that people want education. They want to learn how to trade. And now this platform, guys, can grow to the hundreds of thousands of people that want something where they're able to chart, they're able to see, you know, the trades, they're able to back test those trades, they're able to go watch the Educators Academy, they're able to go watch the live sessions, the recordings, and be able to have, guys, you know, something to go on every single day. So I'm very excited, guys, about the new Akashx. Like Josh said, I want to second it. And I've been saying this since I came here. What you guys see today is the worst that it'll ever be. Because like Josh said, he wants to continue to make it better. And you've been able to see that over the last 6 to 8 months. You guys have already seen how many times Josh has tried to make it better and continues to evolve what we offer, you know, as a product. So Simon, man, thank you so much. Joey, if you have anything else that you want to add before we open this up to any questions and answers. Simon, if you have any questions, man, if you want to spotlight us all, we can answer them. But Noah as well, bro. You always bring the energy, and super grateful for you as well, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing more to say than I am so grateful for all of you guys because it's crazy what everything happened behind the doors. So, I mean, the website is, I think, the cleanest website I ever saw in my life. So it's so crazy. And I think when we were talking about trading websites or stuff like that, I mean, I'm in the trading space since now 6 years, 7 years. We always were looking for a website where you can find everything on one site. So the back office, tap to trade, trading, trade alerts and stuff like that. And so everything is now on one website and it's looking so clean. I mean, I can't say anything about it because it's crazy to see what happened here.
You know, guys, we have about 48 hours left for the promotion that Josh dropped in Fort Lauderdale. You know, so you guys can take advantage of that right now. It's a great time to go talk to people and get them introduced, let them know that it's a brand new Akashx, got completely redone. They can start their journey with only having to grow their prop firm, guys, 5%. So the fact that they can get started and they can have a challenge right away where they only have to grow at 5%, guys, that's pretty powerful. So you can start with, hey, Akashx is completely different. Check out the new platform. Guys, open up your back office, show them everything that we have, put it on your story. But then on top of it, let them know, like, hey, for the next 48 hours, you can also get a challenge where you only have to pass one phase to get funded. So we can make a really big impact with that, guys. Take advantage of it. I can already see the sales in the back office. I see Luca in the background. What's going on, Luca? Everybody say hi, Luca.
Yeah, he's sneaking in back there. I see you, buddy.
Hello.
But yeah, guys, let's take advantage of that. That was something that Josh, you know, decided to do to kind of just give us even more excitement. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, Simon, I don't know if anybody on the team has any questions at all, but
It's not looking like it.
everybody's just excited.
Yes.
We do have a call on Thursday, where we're gonna go even more in depth on some things.
I saw it already, so I will promote it now in the call. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I think
One more thing, Maddie, and then I gotta jump
yes.
off. But we are also adding finally the commission calculators to the back office. I know everybody's been like I kind of feel like people are gonna start showing up at my place, and if we don't get those live, trying to bang my door down. And it's been a process to, you know, we use a AI system that does a real-time like calculation, and it runs on the database like constantly. And it took some extra time to like get that going, but it's almost finished. And I anticipate tomorrow those will go live. There will be three of them: one for the weekly rank maintenance, one for the binary, and one for check matching. So you'll be able to like see all three of those. And there's already one for the fast start bonus tracker. So between those four trackers, you should be able to easily track both your daily pay and your weekly pay. So just wanted to add that as well.
Crazy. Love that. Perfect. So I think I will go over in a few things in German. So thank you for being on this call. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Matty. Thank you, Josh. Ali was there.
Thank you, brother. All roads lead to Rome. Push hard.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes, I have already 6 tickets, so I'm ready for Rome. So it's time for the team to come up to Rome. So I'm really grateful for you. It was a great call. I'm really looking forward to it. The website is crazy, so I think now
Awesome.
we're ready to crush it.
Awesome.
Alrighty, brother.
See you
Sounds
guys.
good. Appreciate you for having us.
Thank you.
See you guys.
So, ich werde jetzt auf Deutsch zurück switchen. So, for all the English-speaking people, now you can leave the team call. I will stop the recording, and then I will go over a few things in German. So, thank you for being on this call. And now I will switch back to German.